Hickok 45 here with a big gun. Looks big, doesn't it, when you put a suppressor on it? But it's my relatively new Glock 45, model 45, folks, not 45 caliber. It's a 9mm with a big frame, Glock 17 frame, Glock 19 slide, okay, shorter slide. That is what a Glock 45 is. Now this one is a little different. Threaded barrel came with, and it's got the high sight, so it's kind of a tactical model, I guess. They call it, I think, the threaded model, but it is what it is. It's a regular Glock 45 with suppressor ready sights and a threaded barrel. I've got the Banish 45 from Silencer Central on it, and so that's what this is about. I wanted to shoot it again. You've seen it in Sunday morning videos, maybe, and another video or recently, maybe, but I wanted to shoot it suppressed. All right, that's what I'm going to do. I've got ammo in it, nothing in the chamber. We have, you know, I don't know about the rest of you if you do much with suppressors, but especially with Glocks, it seems like it's tough to find a round that will function the slide properly and still be really quiet. You can quiet them down, of course, standard ammo, which is what suppressors do, probably more than actually shoot silently, but they just reduce the decibel rating and everything. But it's just really hard to get something that will cycle the slide. I guess you can change out springs and do some of that and be more successful. But it's just been our experience with lots of different Glock models, in 9mm especially. You know, tough to get a silent shot and still have the slide cycle. Now you can do a single shot deal where you have to rack it yourself. You can get them pretty quiet. But anyway, just a little extra information here. Thought I'd tell you. No charge for that. Okay, now I've not shot this much, so I have an excuse. See how accurate it is. Okay, I can see right over the suppressor. Let's see how Clyde likes it. I kind of like that because I can hear the painful hit on his body when I whereas without the suppressor you can't hear it as well. Sorry, Clyde. See if we can hear it on the gong. Of course, first I have to hit it, don't I? Do I know where to hold? Probably not. Okay, right there might be correct. Yeah, I get to hear my steel. You know, this steel is not cheap and it's fun to shoot, and I kind of like to hear it hit. The suppressor helps you in that regard. See? It's also nice when you hit a 2-liter thud. Sorry, Mr. Kentucky. Boom. Shoot you when you're down. Oh, I'm going to go back to Clyde. I like to hear that. Pretty cool. Yeah, we appreciate Silencer. So, yeah, this is what this is. And the Glock 45. Recently, I don't know whether you've seen them yet or if we've posted them yet, and what day you're watching this, what year it is, what century it is. But this is kind of the antithesis, it's the opposite of the Glock 49, you know, which has a short grip, the Glock 19 grip, and the Glock 17 slide. You know, this is just the opposite. You got the Glock 17 grip and the Glock 19 slide, you know, long grip, short slide. So Glock gives you all the options, right? People complain about them not being innovative enough, but at least you have a lot of different options on size and everything. And I put the Talon grips on this actually just this morning. I found some that I had for, these were, I probably have some. I couldn't find any for a Glock 17, and that's what this grip is. But I like to build up back here on the long Glock grips anyway. So I was able, and I got the beaver tail back strap on there. And I built that up with a couple of pieces of Talon grip, and so I was able to fit some Talon grips for the Glock 20 that I had pretty well. So it's not too bad. But if it's not a perfect fit, don't blame Talon grips. It's I did a little Frankensteining there, but it's not bad, and it feels a whole lot better than it did before. Yeah. So anyway, I knew you wanted to know about that. So that was some Lawman. Got some different ammo here. Got some carry ammo. I got that in this magazine actually, 150 grain. It's hollow points. It's carry ammo, and it shoots pretty well too. It's not too loud. Again, it's not perfectly silent because it's not, you know, subsonic or suppressor ready ammo. Should I put my ears in? It's just force of habit, isn't it? Okay, let's shoot some of this for the heck of it. Plus, we want to be sure that it feeds a hollow point. And also, we want to be sure that Clyde is impervious to hollow points. Yeah, he's still standing. Still hanging there, isn't he? Was that a little quieter? Maybe. Oh man, right through the 2-liter. And pop the cowboy. Let's see if these will reach the gong. Yep, let's try it again. I'm getting sloppy here. Yeah, getting sloppy. You got to bear down and hit the target. Yeah, those aren't bad either. Ah, gun smoke, don't you love it? You know, also, speaking of people to help us out, Alabama holster. I was so dumb. I said, oh, let me get my my flapjack holster, which I really like for the Glock 19. And even though this is not a Glock 19, that's the length of the slide, and it'll fit in here just fine. So I'm gathering everything up, you know. And I get over here, you know, got the holster on. And I said, oh, wait a minute. We're just shooting suppress today. And I don't think that's going to work. What's wrong with you, Alabama holster? Don't you make a holster, a concealed holster for this rig? Oh, yeah. Well, nobody ever accused me of thinking too much, did they? So what else about, well, you know, we've done videos on this particular gun. There's not a lot. Yeah, really, not a lot. Of course, it's another Glock with just different size slide and grip, you know, basically. And then, but the sights. And it's okay. You know, I don't think this would ever become my carry gun, suppressed or not. I don't know. I am still impartial to the smaller grip, the Glock 19 size grip. Just that simple. We've just recently, I don't know whether you've seen that either. I don't know what you've seen. We just don't keep up with what you're looking at, I guess. But I was comparing the grip with the Glock 19, doing some shooting comparison. And I tell you, I tend to shoot the Glock 19 grip a little better. I really do. If I had this same gun out here right now, same suppressor and everything with the Glock 19 grip on it, I think it would just feel better to me a little bit, not a lot, maybe 10%. And but that's just me, and I knew you were dying to know about that. Let's see, what do we put in this? Oh yeah, this is some. Oh yeah, this is some Federal 147 grain stuff in this magazine. Now, one thing we have discovered that with this Glock magazine, generally these work, you know, in a Glock, right? But sometimes when you get this color, they don't work as well. Although they're more accurate when you got this color magazine. Just something to keep in mind, okay? All right, let's try something right here. Boom. That one didn't lock back. So that's an issue we have with different ammos. Plus, you got that truncated cone on the on that Federal. They some guns they shoot just fine, and some they don't. Yeah, they're not going to want to function on that. I fired 4 or 5 of those before we started, and they seem to work okay. I guess it's that magazine. It's a new magazine, I believe. Yeah, it's just not going to work reliably. Okay. 147 grain, and these really are subsonic. I believe they're subsonic. And again, that kind of illustrates the issue you have. If you got really good, the best subsonic ammo you got is typically it's not going to function the Glock slide, you know. And if I'm going to shoot suppressed, I really want it one way or the other. You know, I want it to cycle like this other ammo is doing, or I want it to not cycle at all, and then I'll just cycle it myself rather than have to deal with a hang-up, right? Okay. I don't know what that is. I might try some of those in different magazines. See, you can tell these are a little louder or a little faster, enough to cycle the slide. It's nice though. You don't need your ears. Well, you don't want to. You want to keep your ears, but you don't need them. Sweet, sweet. Oh, I like these grips. Feel better now. If you have good grips, it just feels more comfortable to grab it weak-handed and shoot it, you know. So, was that wasn't there, was it? Yeah, that was the Federal, I guess, the 147 grain. Yeah, let me try a couple of those in a regular mag and make sure it wasn't the magazine, because I fired about 5 of those over on the other range, getting things together, and to get the sound mainly, and it worked. Plus, I want to know if that big mag is less reliable for some reason. Maybe it is. Maybe I learned something. You know, and I pulled that out of a box as I was cleaning up this week. It had never even been opened. This is a brand new magazine. So that's a little bothersome. What's that about? What's that about, Glock? I was joking before I put that in and used it. Maybe the color does affect the function of it or something. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Hey, you never know what you're going to learn around here. Okay, so, oh well, I weren't planning to experiment in that way necessarily. But anyway, it's just fun. Suppressors, you know, you can live without them, but boy, they've become so popular, and we enjoy them. They're just kind of neat. You know, there's something about the fact you don't have all the noise. And you know, shooting around in the range, obviously you end up with a bigger firearm and not something you're going to tuck in your belt probably, but it's fun to shoot them. We'll shoot a couple more and let you go. Such a nice evening. I just was motivated to come over here and harass the cowboy and Clyde. I really was, and even Mr. Gong up there. Oh no, let's harass the buffalo over there hanging. He's gotten off easy. Let's see if I can hit him. Am I going high or low? One or the other. I can tell where I'm hitting. I can tell I'm missing though. How about this 2-liter? Yeah. Try him again. I'm seeing all this heat off the suppressor. And I see that one went low. There we go. Okay, so I guess most of those were going low. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of heat mirage off that suppressor. Been shooting so much. Okay. So I don't know. That's probably enough. You know, just having a little fun. Although I've got another load of mags in here. Kind of shoot this real quick. Quit being silly, but a suppressor in some ways just makes you feel a little silly, I think. So anyway, the Banish 45 and the Glock 45, and hey, it sounds like a match made in heaven, doesn't it? But remember, the Glock 45, if you're new to shooting or new to Glocks, is a 9mm with the long grip and the short slide. So appreciate everybody that helps us, and appreciate y'all coming around to watch. Life is good.
Oh yeah, that's better. This is a great gun for defense. Oh hey, didn't see you guys there. While I've got you here, I want to remind you of our friends over at Talon Grips and Ballistol. Talon Grips makes grips, can you believe it, for all different types of firearms. You can get rough texture or more of a rubberized texture. It just sticks right on there. You know, really affordable, really cool option to improve the grip for your handguns or rifles. So please check them out at talongungrips.com. You'll be glad you did. And also Ballistol. Dad has been using Ballistol for many years. It's a cleaner and a lubricant, and it's non-toxic. It works really great, and we're happy to have them on board since it's been a part of our shooting endeavor for a very long time. So go to ballistol.com, talongungrips.com. And also, while you're out there, I'm juggling all these things here. Also, while you're on the internet, please do check out our other social media like Hickok45 on Facebook. There's also Hickok45 on Twitter, The Real Hickok45 on Instagram. There's a John_Hickok45 on Instagram where I do some things. There's Hickok45.com. You can find us also on Gunstreamer. So check out all that stuff and then watch more videos.